You're listening to a Monster Kid podcast.
How about that intro, huh? Give it up
Look
for
at
me.
that.
Look at us, we're so professional.
We fucking did it. This is a show,
really
kinda.
nailing it.
What up? Guys, welcome to Random Movie Roulette, episode 96.
We're getting there.
We had to call an audible on this one. We did it for the sake of the show, and for the longevity of the show, because this would have... The Woman, which is the movie we originally rolled, was going to put us towards the path of not being a show anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
It was bad. I think, was I the only one who watched?
You're the only one who watched any of it. Cody also watched it.
You powered through it. I got maybe
I think
25 minutes in.
I think he said he only made it like 40 minutes in.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's
Longer
a movie.
than me,
yeah, it's a
yeah.
movie nobody could finish. So we were
Yeah.
like, what's the point of doing this
Yeah.
movie? So we decided, like, you know what? Let's, like, pick again from that list of last week. And we got Monkey Shines, which was a real treat. It was a little monkey treat that gets dispensed from the little...
wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. So, I mean, like, we just wanted to pick a movie we knew we would be able to talk about. We read the description for Monkey Shines. We were like, this is...
How can Killer Monkey not be?
Yeah, exactly.
And here's the thing,
Down
it's
our
it's
alley.
not like we're against doing bad movies on this list, and
we
we
love
don't,
doing bad movies.
Yeah.
We just don't like doing bad movies where we don't feel like we'll have a good conversation about them.
Yeah.
And we don't do this often. Like, we don't change. We go
Yeah.
on live and roll so that way we could stick to our word, and we've done that. We watched the fucking Dorothy Wizard of Oz movie
Big
that
time.
we didn't.
Yeah.
We could have, but yeah, that's a bad movie that's worth talking about
we
or something
powered
like
through
that.
some.
This is not. But hopefully there will be some coming up in the next month or so.
Don't worry. We'll be watching plenty of garbage. The show will always be
The
plenty
show
of
came
garbage.
from garbage.
Yes.
It'll always be garbage.
You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
You know nothing of Javert. Okay. Why don't we check out the trailer for Monkey Shines? Look at that. We have a whole other screen for this, too.
Yeah.
We killed it, guys. We fucking killed it.
Once there was a man whose prison was a chair.
We're at the movie.
The man had a monkey. They made the strangest pair.
What kind of experiment was it, Jeff? What did you do to him? What did you do to me?
The man was the prisoner. The monkey held the key.
You want to be the boss now, is that it? Stop it!
No matter how he tried, the man couldn't flee. Locked in his prison, terrified and frail,
Jeff, what is it? Jeff, she's here. She's down here.
the monkey gaining power, keeping him in jail.
Ella, no. Don't do it.
The man tried to keep the monkey from his brain, but every move he made became the monkey's gain.
Did you do that, or did she?
She did it.
That's right. She did it.
The monkey ruled the man. It climbed inside his head. And now, as fate would have it, one of them is dead. Monkey Shines, an experiment in fear.
So that's a terrible, terrible title. We can all agree on that, right?
See, because it sounds like a joke, and that's why we...
Right, yeah.
That's
It
why
Does
sounds
the
like
monkey
nonsense.
shine shoes? Is it The Shining, like in Stephen King? The monkey has the shining?
Or even just a phrase, monkey shines. Like, it makes it sound like there's going to be, like, shenanigans
Yeah,
happening.
yeah. It sounds like nonsense. So I was pretty
And no
fucking
surprise, this movie bombed horribly.
Yeah, well, how do you market this? I
Yeah.
mean, like that, apparently, which is terrible.
Yeah,
That
and
didn't
apparently
make
they
no sense.
also-
With a Dr. Seuss rhyme that's pretty catchy.
Yeah, and also, like, I think that...
That's true.
The studio had recut George Romero's original cut or something like that, and that also contributed to it, like, not going over well. But I think that...
Regardless, I was so pleasantly surprised
Yeah.
by this. Holy shit! Did we wind up with like a
this was
really
a win.
good movie? Yeah.
I thought it would be stupid. Like, even if it was stupid and bad, it would have still been kind of fun. But I do think, I was like, it does the work of like earning legitimacy as a real movie.
Yeah.
It spends so much more time on its characters, like
We don't get the monkey.
characters.
We don't get the monkey
Yeah.
until like half an hour in, which if I could
And
say
it's not even evil until a half hour after that.
yeah, which I can only say that my only issue with the movie is that it is a little bit too long. It's
Yeah.
like an
Yeah.
hour 50, and like the pacing it can be a little slow. Like things are spread out a little too far apart from each other. There's a couple of characters that have subplots that don't really feel like they go anywhere. But other than that, I think that they get right into it with this guy, because the movie is about this guy. He starts the day off naked stretching in the middle of his bedroom.
just a real beefcake. This guy,
A real great way to
Oh
start
my
a movie.
god!
And
Yeah.
right here.
what a tragedy to happen to this body, this specimen of a man. He gets
Fucking-
hit by a bus, and then when he gets hit by the bus, it's like this. He like shot at him like
Ragdolls through the
flying
air,
through the
yeah.
air, and then like, but yeah, no, and then he's quadriplegic. He's like wheelchair bound, and
so his mad scientist best friend gets him a monkey and a monkey trainer for him to, I guess, to
help him
take
do
care
his-
of him.
yeah, to do
but
like health
also
tasks.
he does have to feed and pet the monkey. So like I think the companionship is like a part of the package
I
you're
mean,
getting.
He's definitely someone who feels alone and isolated.
Right. And
The
this is after a
catch-
suicide attempt
Right.
too.
The
He does
catch
try to
is,
kill
of
himself.
course, that the monkey is also being drugged with Planet of the Apes super drugs by
Mm-hmm.
the mad scientist, and it's turning her a little too smart and a
This
little too.
this movie like has
in-tuned.
the worst case of overcomplicating itself.
Yeah.
It doesn't need the scientist.
It
and
establishes
it doesn't
a
need
psychic link between the man and the
Yeah.
monkey, which is kind of confusing.
You don't need to go there. It's
No,
so
you
good
could
when it's
literally
just those
do
two.
Fatal
Yeah.
Attraction with a monkey, and I
Yes, fuck yeah. I
be
was
here for it.
waiting for it. I thought they were setting up like the monkey's in love with him and
Yeah.
will kill to protect
Well,
him.
I mean, the monkey is in love with him. Like they do establish.
Well, I mean,
that.
it becomes more of just like a I want to take you over kind of thing. It doesn't seem to be about that by the end of it. Like when we get into like the weird mind control stuff that's happening where the monkey becomes so smart that she is taking over the mind of the main character, who is, by the way, you remember the bit from Family Guy, Mind Quad?
no.
No?
No.
Wait,
Never
well,
mind.
explain the joke to us.
This is always fun. No, it was just like an 80s fucking drama
I
show that
kind
they
of
cut back to.
remember.
Yeah, fucking whatever. This
Yeah.
sucks. All right.
Anyway,
Anyway.
yes. So yeah, because it did make it look, and it also made it look like he also was falling in love with the monkey. Because there's parts in the beginning when like he first gets her, and he's like, "Oh, there's nobody like her." She's
Oh,
like,
I didn't think he was falling in love with the
I
monkey.
think for her it's romantic. I think for him it's like the way you love any
Like a
pet.
child. Yeah. I mean, you
Especially
know,
for someone who's probably never going to have a child
Yeah.
that he thinks at this point.
that's true. His dick don't work,
Yeah.
from what I understand.
Nothing below the neck.
No.
which is why his wife or his girlfriend cheats
Is-
on him with hot
Girlfriend.
Dr. Stanley Tucci.
Yeah. Which, I mean, wouldn't
Dr.
you?
Tucci.
It's so easy to judge her, but if Tucci was just dangled in front of your fucking face while your
Yeah.
loved one was in a coma, you're telling me you wouldn't break off a piece
Never
of that Tucci?
to move again.
Huh? Wouldn't get yourself
Although
some
I
Tucci?
don't understand, there is a sex scene between the monkey trainer and the paraplegic man.
Does it
which-
for me.
But like, can
Really
he
does it
get
for
an
me.
erection? Is that
No, so she wasn't riding his dick, she was on his face.
Oh,
Yeah, she was because
I
that's why
looked
they
away
stopped
for a
cutting to
second.
his
Okay,
face.
all right.
Once they did that, really cool. Lowering herself, she's using like the paraplegic bars that they use to like transfer themselves
And then
to hold
he-
herself up on top of his face.
He spells
and I
his
was like,
ABCs. Okay,
"That's
gotcha.
cool, man." Right?
Yeah.
Like, how often you see that in an 80s
That's
movie?
some smart thinking. That's what you get from a law student.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
She got a happy and she's moving on. And okay, so the monkey trainer girlfriend character, how do you feel about like her whole thing? Because I feel like she's the least developed.
She's the least
Of every
developed, but I like
character.
her. I mean, obviously, you know, the whole thing is this guy gets screwed over by his first girlfriend, and you feel bad for him for that. And I don't know, for whatever reason, this movie would have felt weird to me without another love interest. And I think she is actually smart and helpful and does things as compared to just like if it had been the girlfriend from the beginning who like just knows nothing and is like, what's going on? I don't understand.
She's definitely
Like,
more important than Stanley Tucci and like
Yeah.
that whole.
Well, I mean,
which is
yeah.
weird because like they introduce Stanley Tucci as like the doctor who saved him.
Yeah, like immediately. Like they get right to the point,
Yeah,
and they
so
spend some time on it.
Yeah, and they make it seem like he's gonna be like a major character, but like we don't see him again, and then he also has another doctor scientist friend. So it was like I was kind of confused as to like the hierarchy of characters.
Well, one's
and,
a
like,
scientist. Stanley Tucci's his surgeon who screws up because he's incompetent and also maybe purposefully did because he was screwing the girl at the time.
Yeah, see, I
and
wasn't
is that what we were supposed to get from that?
I think so.
I
Either
wanna-
way, the whole reason is that he's only paraplegic because Stanley Tucci was
a
not
shitty
good at his job,
surgeon.
yeah.
Yeah. Which
I thought it was at the beginning. They were like, "Oh, this genius man
Yeah,
saved
Well, I
this
mean,
man's
that's
life."
every idiot in his life who's everyone. Everyone this monkey kills deserves to die. This man
big time.
is surrounded by horrible people.
Listen, I'm on the
His
monkey side the
mother's
whole
horrible.
time.
Yeah, yeah,
That never changed.
yeah. His mother's horrible, his friend's horrible, his girlfriend's horrible.
Yeah.
This doctor's horrible, his live-in nurse is horrible.
And luckily that monkey's like, dude, I got you.
Yeah.
Don't fucking worry about it.
That is a loyal little bonobo.
Which also-
We'll take care of it when you're asleep.
One other thing I wanted to ask was, so did they like? Because
Did they fuck? Yeah, they did.
the monkey and the
monkey sex scene was crazy.
the monkey sex scene was amazing.
You don't expect it at all, but
Andy
the full
Serkis
penetration is
earned
harrowing.
his paycheck. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I don't want to mislead people into thinking there's monkey sex and then getting them all excited to watch
There's
this.
not
That's true.
actual monkey sex. Don't worry.
No.
They make very clear that no monkeys are harmed in the making of this movie at the beginning. Of
Harmed. They didn't say any weren't fucked.
it. Yeah.
So
And now we've
Who's
got
to say?
coronavirus, guys. That's how we got.
okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep trucking along. All right.
So
I you just like took the biggest fart, and now we're all just sitting in your
Yeah.
fart.
We all fart in this studio.
That we do.
Welcome to Stink Studios.
it's Studio
Semen.
Studio
We're
Semen, yeah.
hopefully, thankfully. I mean, I know Jack has spent many a nights in this room. and
Yeah,
know
I mean,
he's-
between me and Jack, this place
Yeah.
has got to be covered.
So I guess now it's just up to me. I need to.
Yeah.
I need
Yes.
to spill my seed into the semen studio.
Coming soon on
One
episode
of us.
100.
That's the only initiation to.
Why else
Yeah.
would we be hyping up episode 100 so much?
Yeah.
Mike will come
Which, by the
on our
way,
feet.
keep an eye out on our socials for stuff about episode 100. Pretty exciting stuff is in the works, and I think it's gonna be a good time. We're looking around mid-November for that, so we'll announce the official date soon, because everything's live now. But it'll be a good time. All right, back to Monkey Shines.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this monkey, I would have killed for this monkey.
Oh, yeah.
He's adorable.
Anyone would.
Absolutely. They do such a fantastic job of building their relationship
Yeah.
right away. It's so endearing, and to the point where I'm like, I don't need a horror twist in this movie.
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with this just being a movie about like
Like a
this
cute
sweet
Disney movie
yeah.
about a monkey who helps the guy learn to love again.
Yeah, I'm on board because they play it perfectly. That monkey's a great actor.
Yeah, the training. Whoever trained this monkey, I'm like, they're getting him
Amazing.
to do elaborate shit. Like she's like jump, like collecting things, so
Yeah.
like picking stuff
Yeah.
up and like.
Which the girlfriend like teaches them to do in like 20 minutes. I guess she's an exceptionally fast learner because she's getting injected with monkey brain steroids.
But at the same time, they do establish, as she's training them, that it is over several days. Like, they change their wardrobe.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, but I do think I'm like they
She's
do.
not the Mary
they,
Sue of monkey training.
Yeah, they do a great job at like getting you at have like some sort of connection to this monkey as if it were like a pet, like that for
Yeah.
you. Like, where because I was putting my like. Oh, if this was my cat in the situation, I was like, I would let my cat kill anyone. I don't care. I would let anyone have.
No, yeah,
I could never hurt.
Yeah, I would. I would end human lives for my dog. It's sad, but that's where I'm at. I want to talk about this lead actor because I had never heard of him before. He is a very good-looking man, and I thought he did a
very
pretty
good-looking.
good job for the most part. I have one issue where like when he gets like taken over by the monkey and he gets all enraged, he gets like a Brooklyn like street tough
He gets a
accent
weird
out of
accent.
nowhere.
It's also not like a seamless transition.
No.
It doesn't feel... it's not supposed to be natural, but it just happens so quickly, and
Yeah.
you don't really know that it's happening.
I
to
don't
begin
Here's
with.
the
know
example.
how you did it,
The
but
example.
you did it. The two of you together. And now my little bogey is gone.
Maybe it was old age, huh? Maybe it was a rat that got it.
Like where is that coming from?
I mean, granted, we didn't set up what it sounds
Who
like
gives
before.
a shit?
That's true.
It deserved to die. It fucking deserved to die.
Like he stops finishing his words. Like it's
Yeah, and also, I mean, this guy's a perfectly nice guy until like that scene,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
Whoa.
where's this coming from? This is not this kind of, So
That's when he starts calling her the C word.
That's when his
too.
anger gets exacerbated, and well, he's not the one who uses the C word in this movie. That's the mad scientist friend.
Where he calls the there's what was it? They're in the hospital after the main guy attempts suicide, and then like the scientist, he calls the girlfriend a clinical cunt.
Yeah, which like really
Yeah.
like sucks the air out of the room when it happens. Actually, he goes on a whole rant where he's naming clinical things, and then he yells clinical C word.
C-U-N-T.
Oh, are we not allowed to say
Sarah,
that?
yeah, you probably shouldn't have.
Probably,
Sarah
yeah.
just commented in the chat, drop the C word, oh my god.
Oh, Sarah's in the chat? Oh,
Sarah's
no.
in the chat right now, guys.
If I knew she was in the chat, I would not have said it.
Congratulations.
Shouldn't have to begin with.
I
Anyway,
apologize.
it's okay.
You
But-
animal.
I will excuse myself.
Bad Mikey.
Okay, so best performance, easily this monkey. The mom is a confusing character in this. So
Yeah.
there's the doting mother who is like a little Sarah Paulson-y in the movie that we watched last night. I don't know why I made that reference because they have not seen that movie. She's very overbearing. I guess you would be if your son was suddenly a quadriplegic, but they make it seem like in the beginning like she's doing a bunch of horrible stuff. They don't really explain what it is she's doing. We just see Stanley Tucci like telling her off and telling her to leave town, which seems like a genuine attempt to help the main character. I can't think of his name. Is it Will? Whatever.
McHandsome.
To help,
Brian
yeah.
McHandsome.
So I don't get like what Stanley Tucci's deal is, because he's probably crippled, this man. He's stealing his girlfriend, but like he seems very concerned about his well-being.
I don't think he's actually concerned.
No,
No.
I
think
really felt like
You
there
mean like
was-
when he shows up to that first party?
not just that. I think later when they're in the doctor's office, him and the mom, and they're talking, and he's like, "You're making things worse by being here. Like you should."
Which is kind of a bad thing to say, and yet she is also
But
kind of a bad.
But he was
person,
right.
too.
Like he tried to kill himself under her care because she was so overbearing.
He is, but I think he's more just trying to get everyone off his case and out of his way. I think he's really just
I guess he
saying
wants to just be done with it.
He wants the
and-
praise and then just like let what happens. I think he's, I don't think he has any plan to stop this guy from killing himself.
Yeah,
I think, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
I think especially when he's taking his girlfriend, it's
he's the chief reason he's trying to kill himself. I just didn't know if it was malicious or anything, but
well, he's
how does
not
it
the
happen
chief
so
reason, but-
fast? How long was this process? Like, how long was he out of it? Do they set
How
that
long
up?
was who out of it? In the coma?
Like after he got hit? Yeah. How long was he?
I don't know, 'cause
I'm
it
not
seems-
entirely sure. Month, 2 months.
Yeah,
I think they
I don't know.
established something like that. I don't think he wasn't committing suicide because I think he lost her. I think it was just because he's paraplegic now. I mean, I literally remember like watching this and watching how it was hard for him, and I was just thinking,
Yeah.
wow, I might commit. Like if I were a quadriplegic,
Oh, yeah, I thought
might
about
think
the
of
same
committing
thing.
suicide. And then literally a scene later, it's like, yeah, there you go. It's a rough life. Yeah.
Pretty harrowing, and like this is the stuff that like where I'm like, oh, like this movie is taking itself seriously. This is still like 40 minutes into the movie. Like when he finally gets the monkey, we're already like pretty attached to everyone. I'm surprised it takes the time to do that. Like again, like this is George Romero, and I like his movies a lot. I obviously think he's a very talented director, but I don't think I've ever seen him do a movie like this that has like this kind of a heart to it.
Well, I think Dawn of the Dead actually has a pretty good heart to it. If you
There's the aspect of the
78 one.
yeah, I can see that, but I
Just
don't think
you have
it's
this pregnant woman and her lover, and like they build this little community in the mall and things like that. But I mean, this was also his first professional film for a major studio,
Oh.
so it was definitely have more of a narrative and.
Yeah, and this was based on a novel, which
Yeah.
they said in the beginning. I didn't recognize or remember the author.
No, I had always thought it was a Stephen King novel, but I think I'm thinking of like a different monkey themed book.
I don't know if I would read this as a book.
No, I wouldn't. It almost feels like Michael Crichton-y, and yet
I can see that.
Not even.
So our major gripe with this, I think we can all pretty much agree, is like this weird mind meld stuff.
Yeah, because I was
thrown in.
I was confused. Like, I was wondering, during the surgery, did they like implant part of his brain into the monkey, or vice versa?
Right.
Like,
So to just give you an idea of what we're talking about, when they first meet, they form a really strong bond, him and the monkey, and then like he starts going, having dreams where like he feels like he is in the monkey's
monkey
body,
going off to kill people.
And yeah, you see them,
and starts
and you
doing
see
his bidding, and she's like killing his lover and her lover,
Tucci.
the Tucci.
The Tucci.
And just like trying, like going way overboard to try and please him and make his life better, but like it also is implied that he is willing her to do this.
Yeah, and then there's parts in the movie where it's like you see a POV shot, like Evil Dead style, from like the monkey's perspective, like running through the bushes and stuff. And I thought that was like all pretty cool, like the way that they shot that. But then you go back to the guy, and it's like he's able to see what the monkey is doing, and then he's trying to tell people where it's like, I was the one who did it, and then or was it was Ella, she was the one who did this, and then they're like, how could that be? She's just a monkey. And then he's like, I did it, and like, no, you couldn't, because you're wheelchair bound, and you
Right.
stop blaming yourself for things.
So
because when the monkey kills Tucci and his lover, like he says that he's like, I wanted it to happen, and like,
right, yeah, he was like, oh, I was begging for them to die, like I was thinking about their deaths constantly, and like she picked up on that, and she went and did it. I made her go do it, and like he starts to feel the guilt of it, but he's also having these crazy like enraged outbursts all the time, which is apparently like the monkey's aggressive personality rubbing off on him while they're mind melding because of this brain steroid created by his best friend. It doesn't need this layer to it at all. Like, this is so overcomplicated, and it's never explained well. It doesn't. You never get an idea of
it doesn't
what's
make sense with what
actually
they're
happening.
doing.
Yeah,
It's like this weird Cronenberg-y element that's not even like smart.
No, it was like, I don't know, like it took away from, I think, the novelty of the movie itself. Yeah. It just like is a bridge too far, which maybe like, in a movie called Monkey Shines about like a monkey killing people, maybe we shouldn't expect anything but a bridge too far, but
But what I was expecting from this movie, it's not on this poster that you've displayed up here. This is a fan-made poster. Like you said, we're doing fan-made stuff for our display. But like if you look at the theatrical poster of the movie, the monkey on the poster looks like one of those like toy monkeys with the symbols.
The symbols.
The monkey from Toy Story 3 that scarred me as a 16-year-old.
So so you thought like it was gonna be like a toy monkey that was murdering.
Yeah,
like, something.
I thought it would be like like Chucky as a monkey, like
or like a curse or something like that.
Yeah,
but
I can see that. Yeah, no, I always kind of knew that this was about a monkey,
an actual
killing.
Monkey.
Yeah, so I have no idea what that's like. Yeah, something wrong with you guys.
The poster is good. I mean,
yeah,
it does.
It's cool.
It is of that. Late
it's memorable.
80s,
like
early
it
90s.
Even like before I watched it, like I saw that poster and I was like, oh,
I'd seen
like,
that poster too. And
I know that.
I
yeah.
think that's why I was with Mike and thinking that was a doll.
Yeah, even in that trailer that we watched, it shows like a close-up image.
Yeah, which is not
that monkey.
In the movie
that monkey
at
with the
all.
toy symbols is not in the movie.
Yeah.
Weird marketing for this movie, but again, not an easy movie to market.
Especially because
I can't quite blame them.
A lot of the monkey attacks also are stuff that like you probably couldn't show in a trailer because a lot of them are towards the end. They're fairly quick and they give away a lot of spoilers.
They're pretty fucking violent. I kind of don't expect them to be because like, it's a monkey. But like the throat slashing. I mean, burning down the place with the two lovers in it was a little bit.
Yeah, but you don't really see that happen on screen.
Exactly, yeah. It's
the first few things you kind of it's off screen.
Yeah, but they show the monkey doing some elaborate stuff in like the third act. Like the monkey's picking up matches and lighting matches and burning stuff with them.
I so badly wanted her to find a gun. I wanted her like just running around with a gun, a full blown. like magnum.
Also, the
and
monkey.
then riding a horse.
She
and
also-
enslaving
Yeah,
humanity.
She also
like a
like
rat.
she also like bites the power the wires in the house so the power goes out so that way he can't call for help. She bites like the cords on the phone so that way he can't call for help.
Which it's cute, I guess, that a monkey is this intelligent, but like you can tell in the shots that like this is a monkey that's been trained to do a thing. The monkey doesn't like, because it's not like animated, it's a real monkey. It doesn't feel like there's like always a lot of agency to the monkey. Like you can kind of see like the strings of it, like that it doesn't seem like it's acting on its free will. It just seems like it's following commands, which is still very cute. And I think it's strung together and edited well enough where you can look past it. But like, I wonder if like we had like a 2020 reboot.
If
of
it was a
this movie.
CG monkey jumping around, I think it would look even dumber. Like
You might be right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
A
at
lot
the
of
same
times
time,
you
if
get the monkey hand POV thing that happens, which is like a weird felt
yeah, like
monkey hand.
Yeah, like it'll show like a close up of the monkey like, holding a match or something like that. And it's that I'm like I can imagine that stuff like that is probably puppets or something.
Yeah, I would
I
assume
mean, yeah,
so.
Tom Savini did effects on this, but to be fair, like if you look at things like Jungle Book and Lion King, animal CG can be fairly good.
Yeah.
No, yeah, if you have Disney money, not if you have the budget of George Romero
Or
and
Doolittle.
The budget of George.
yeah,
Romero.
even Doolittle. That was like $100 million movie, and the animals look fake. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. They don't look like the monkey, even though it's a real monkey. Like when we're showing not a real monkey, it really doesn't look good. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe it's a little bit more apples and oranges.
Although
kind
at
of
least
scenario.
in the finale, it's supposed to be kind of
like the
covered
monkey's
in
toying with him. Like the
things.
monkey doesn't.
Well, I mean, in the very, very finale.
Is the monkey also
when
given
it
like
is
superhuman
very much
strength
animatronic.
by that fluid that the guy keeps injecting it
I
with?
have no idea. I don't know how that fluid works. It gives you psychic
They
powers,
don't
but
explain
it makes
it
you
at all.
smart.
Like what
It's-
he's working on, they don't explain.
I mean, to be fair, I think they kind of established that even he doesn't understand it because it's still in kind of trial stages.
Yeah,
and
but you
he's
don't
trying
just
to
start
use Ella to
injecting-
learn.
You don't just start injecting, monkeys with serums without like, I don't know, having an idea of like what you're trying to
Well,
accomplish.
he knows that, but the thing is that it's doing more than what.
Right.
I mean, he is injecting her with what he thinks will just make her smarter, but it's doing something else entirely. So he has to study that
Well,
now.
it is making her smarter.
Yeah.
I guess so smart that like her brain has like brain Wi-Fi that can connect to other
people.
brains, which again, like telepathy is not a thing in this world. Also, God, I okay. It
You
does.
seem very frustrated with this movie.
I
even though
really-
Now that we
even though we
talk
like
about
it,
it
I
more and
really,
more.
really like it, but yeah, the more we're talking about it, I'm getting like a little bit more frustrated. I
I think it's we're trying to think too hard about like the science.
We're trying
stuff.
to justify it because we like it, and the fact
Yeah,
is, it
yeah.
doesn't need to be justified.
no, it doesn't. I just think like this movie was how long? Like 2 hours?
Like an
No,
hour-
it could have been shorter.
Yeah,
It could have been an hour 25.
Yeah.
Like just delete that whole subplot and you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also like a lot of subplots. They keep cutting back to his friend scientist and I
Yeah.
don't and like whatever he's doing.
His
I
thing
don't-
doesn't ever really amount to anything. Like
It doesn't. It doesn't. I think it at least does because he's what's doing this to Ella. What I don't think we needed was Stanley Tucci and the girlfriend and the love triangle at all.
yeah, but then you got to set up your first
kill,
your
like-
first kill, and like who else
But
is it
she
gonna be?
killed the bird, didn't she? She killed
Right,
the
but, like-
bird and then
The human kill. Like
okay, his mom or they had him kill
Okay.
the nurse. I wanted that nurse to die.
oh, she was terrible. You guys saw her in the clip. She's
killing
a
the nurse
nightmare.
would have been great.
Killing the nurse would have been
Yeah.
great. You heard it here first, guys.
But yeah, once
No
we,
friends to nurses on this.
No,
show.
absolutely not.
yeah. By the time we get to the third act of this movie, and like the monkey is basically wreaked havoc, killed the scientist friend.
Yeah.
Is about to kill the girlfriend. Keeps lighting matches to set her coat on fire, but then it just keeps going out. And all the while, like he's wheelchair bound, he can't really do anything. He has that little stick thing that he uses with his mouth to like move the wheelchair.
straw,
And then it's
yeah.
like, and also it's like he gets stuck on stuff. Like there's a part where like the corded phone gets like caught in his chair and he can't move, and that was also like kind of like a tense thing where like he's stuck and like and it's like urgent, like he's
Yeah.
got to get to this room because the monkey's gonna do something.
I just felt like by the time I got to that scene, like I was like a little bit burnt out. You
Yeah,
know, like
same.
I had a hard time enjoying that finale because of the length
You're
here.
just waiting to
Yeah, it just felt like it should have wrapped up a
wind
while
down.
ago.
Yeah.
But I still, enjoyed that scene enough. Where it really, really lost me was the very end.
Oh, how he disposes of the monkey. So let's explain how this happened. So earlier in this third act action scene where the monkey's rampaging, killing people, he's trying to trick the monkey into turning back on the power by like, oh, let's listen to music, and the monkey's trained to take this cassette, put it in the cassette player, and play it, and then the music plays. But she puts it in, and there's no music, and he's like, oh, what are we gonna do? You gotta turn the power back on. And then like the monkey's like, nah, I'm not falling for that. And then
tricky.
Yeah, then by the time the girlfriend comes back into the house, and she like turns some of the power back on, but then like she's then knocked out, and his only resort at the end is that he tries to move his hand off of the wheelchair arm and hit the play button on the cassette player to make the music play, which calms the monkey down, and then the monkey lulls up to him, cuddles up to him, and then he grabs the monkey in his teeth and then ragdolls it back and forth, ripping it apart, and then throws it, and then it dies. I was like, that was
So I actually did like that. What I was referring to was him just like regaining his limbs at the end of the movie.
yeah.
What the fucking fuck? Like,
Was it just wait? There's some. Yeah, he. I mean, I had assumed that when he was moving the arm off, it wasn't like literally like the power of me. I need to lift my. It was more so like he's moving his arm like to try to like push his arm as far as it could go on the table. Like I didn't think he was actually like moving it on his own. Like he was just trying to like push it forward.
But then after the whole fight, they just cut to like him like leaving the hospital and like he's fucking.
Well, no. First they cut to him about
around.
to get back surgery, and then they cut his back open, and the bloody monkey jumps out to attack the doctor. But
like,
then it's just a nightmare.
why was this suddenly an option for him? Like this procedure was not mentioned. Like we were made to believe that there's no.
It was mentioned by the second opinion he got from the doctor, who said,
"Oh, did I miss this?
Oh no, yeah. Did you not pay attention where they said like the whole reason he's paralyzed is neurological and not because of the bus?"
Yes,
that
that
it was just
I
like
do
a
remember.
trigger thing, and then he was like, if given the proper amount of time, and he had also said if you can at some point move something on your own, then I will proceed with a surgery that's risky but could restore function.
I
to all
don't
your
remember
limbs.
the scene that clearly.
No,
So
he says that.
That's
so
on
that
me. Do you remember this?
Maybe. I mean, there was a lot of dialogue in the first act that like, and a lot of it does kind of come off as like, a lot of it does come off as like science mumbo jumbo that I'm like, and especially for a movie like this where it's like, I know we're trying to make sense of the science logic in it, but like, it's a movie that really it doesn't kind of matter a lot of the time because it is a silly movie.
What I'm just saying is that the whole reason, the thing with him moving his hand at the end, is the trigger to say, okay, he can get this life-changing surgery to get use of his limbs.
So like,
this is actually like remarkably similar to a movie we watched last night for Night Stream, which we're going to be covering next week, guys. Night Stream Festival is super fun so far.
And similar to Misery, and similar to Baby Jane, and similar to
Dude, Misery with a monkey is like the best pitch for a movie I've ever heard.
Well, I mean, this came out before Misery, so like it's
true.
not.
Did it come out? No, Misery came out like
in 1990.
Oh, really?
And this was 88.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Misery was like 87 or something. Okay.
No, yeah, but yeah. So I guess I was wrong that he did actually move his arm of his own will, which okay might be a little bit far-fetched.
To be fair, entirely, I missed the whole him moving his arm thing. I was just like. I turned my head away for a second. I turned back. Next thing I knew, the monkey's cuddling up. And then it's,
look, the movie's got some pacing problems. It doesn't always hold your attention.
No.
It's far too long. There's far too much bullshit.
The science logic doesn't really make sense. There's a couple of characters and subplots that could go.
But boy, what I was expecting
was much, much worse.
Pure duty caca. So this was fantastic.
Yeah, I honestly because I was expecting that even if this was like a dumb bad movie, like it would still be funny, it would be worth talking about. But I wasn't expecting this to be like a real movie that like takes its time with its characters, getting to you to like establish the relationship with the man and the monkey, and then like actually caring about the monkey at the end when it's like. After you've seen the monkey like do horrible things and like kill people, but it's like when that monkey like cuddles up to him, you're like, oh, it's a cute little monkey again. Like, it's a cute little monkey.
Exactly, yeah. Like I couldn't stay mad at the monkey. Like Sarah was again, and I say this like every week. Sarah was walking in and out while I was watching this movie, and she passed the thing, and she was like, what's happening? And I'm like, it's complicated. I know this isn't what they were going for. I think I want a monkey now. Like, I know I missed the point here completely, but like, I'm pretty sure I want a monkey because like, what a
I feel
sweet
like you
relationship.
can just like have a child, and it's the same thing.
No, because then they talk. I like that the monkey doesn't talk back to you.
No, but you at least get a year because you don't want a monkey for more than a year.
No, but
it's gonna shit
then you just
everywhere.
kill the monkey. No one comes looking for the monkey after you kill a monkey. You can't kill a kid when you're done with it. People come looking for it. Monkey's better.
But also, it's like
Nailed
not
it.
even just as a pet. But
Stay
like,
tuned for our Patreon.
Yeah.
Our Patreon episode on the child abuse episode of Full House coming up right after this.
But also the other thing about it is like not even just like for like a pet or I want to cuddle with a monkey, but like just from like a day-to-day like helping you with your daily chores, like the monkey seems very useful. Like it like, you know, turns on lights. It's basically like having a Google Home where you're just like, hey, turn on the lights, and then it turns on the lights.
And like I was like happy for her when he was giving her treats. Like when he was like, that was good. I was like, that was good. You should give her a treat. And then he gave her 2 treats. I was like, that's a good call. That was a good call. She deserved 2 treats for that. She was a good girl. I got really into the monkey thing. I really want one. I think I just want furry things to love me. Maybe I'm a furry.
But no, you don't want humans dressed
do I
as
have to find
animals
this
to
out
do
now?
things for you.
I mean, I've never had that happen. Maybe I don't know.
You want Puppy Girl?
Puppy Girl. No, I don't want Puppy Girl.
So I guess you're not a furry then.
Did you see the video of her going into Starbucks?
I don't keep up with Puppy Girl.
Hold on. No. I don't keep up with Puppy Girl either, but she comes up on podcasts. There was a video of her, the guy, I guess, who is, I don't want to say owner, but the guy with the leash was walking her on a leash into Starbucks. She is on all fours being walked in on a leash and barking and, you know, getting pets. And fucking he orders her a puppuccino, which is a thing that Starbucks makes for you if you bring your dumb dog in. And then he puts it down on the ground inside Starbucks, and she goes face first in it on the floor of the Starbucks, and then they leave.
I am so hard right now.
I mean, you and probably 60.
Oh, Cody doesn't know about
other
Puppy
people.
Girl.
Yeah, if for anyone who doesn't know who Puppy Girl is, just some thought on Instagram and TikTok
Jesus Christ. What is the vitriol? Where is this coming from?
who pretends to be a dog and then makes millions of dollars from it.
Yeah, which is crazy. I mean, also, like, good for you. Like, if you can get your money
Pretend
however
to be
you
a
gotta
dog
get it.
and make millions.
It's so easy to make money on the internet as a woman.
I know. We can always scam people. That's apparently pretty easy. Like, if you just get, like, fake boobies and things like that and, like, take pictures of them and do, like, slight photoshops, you could, yeah. Oh, and yes, Mark, it's not on Pornhub. I think it's on, like, TikTok and OnlyFans. And you know what? I think she's making, like, 6 figures, so...
Yeah.
Who are we to criticize?
It's like the same thing with like financial domination. It's like if you can find someone who gets off on you spending their money.
Do you think there's that
Go for
same
it.
thing, like that same fetish, but for like girls acting like monkeys? Is that
For furries? I'm sure.
right? But like not in a monkey suit.
No. But
Just the same thing like Puppy
I'm
Girl.
sure any kind of thing where it's like a
Hi Cody. Yeah, she's just wearing normal clothes.
yeah,
She's not in a doggy
where it's
suit.
like a degrade yourself and act like an animal thing, and it'll turn me on. I think that's probably a thing.
Guaranteed
There's
throwing
probably
her own shit.
yeah.
Jordan just called that person a chimp simp, which is brilliant. And thank you for that, Jordan. God bless you. Yeah. So guys, that's Monkey Shines. Any final thoughts on Monkey Shines?
Yeah, I was surprised at how legitimately good it was. Like, it wasn't a scary movie. It was
No.
it was a silly, dumb thriller. But like, you know, I had fun with it more so than I did think. My mom walked in when I was watching this movie. She's like, "What is this?" I was like, "Oh, it's just movie Monkey Shines. It's like a horror movie about a monkey or something." And then she comes back and throws like a little plush monkey at me, like to scare me. And like she thinks I'm scared of monkeys now because I watched this movie. And we just talked for 5 minutes about how now I want a monkey.
Oh God.
We all want monkeys. Guys, send us monkeys instead
Guys.
of Patreon
Yeah.
money.
Did we miss the point? Is this
Just-
like people who watch like The Wolf of Wall Street and they think like I want to be that guy?
I
like
want
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
this criminal.
This is our inspiring 80s movies. Other people had like what
Breakfast
was it?
Club and
Wall Street. Was that 90s? That
no, it was
90s.
like
It was
80
80s.
something.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Die Hard.
And we have monkey shines.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Let's we didn't plan this out beforehand, but I do have something else I want to talk about on here. And it's more updates on where the fuck is Paul Giamatti? Where's his casting for Spider-Man 3?
Yeah, are there any?
Spider-Man.
Are
What
there,
the fucking shit?
wait, are they?
What the shit?
Are there any updates on Paul Giamatti?
No. What's going on with that?
Well, also,
that's
yeah,
what
because
this whole thing's
they
about.
also revealed that in this Spider-Man 3 movie that Dane DeHaan Green Goblin is coming back, and Tobey Maguire
Yes.
Spider-Man.
These are rumors, but like apparently Dane DeHaan and Kirsten Dunst were both in talks. I would assume if they were in it, probably they would want to get Tobey Maguire
And probably Andrew Garfield.
and probably Andrew Garfield because again, fucking we're getting Electro.
Maybe we're
the
gonna
same
get
Electro.
Topher Grace Venom, guys.
Yeah, which is also because they said that Doctor Strange is going to be in this movie, so I can
Yes.
imagine that like, oh,
Yeah.
he's going to open portals to other
he's
dimensions
gonna
and
show
whatnot,
him all the other spider.
and it's going to be like a
dimensions.
fun crossover, or like I guarantee like
You said that so fed up and upset. Like,
No, because I'm-
and it's gonna be fun,
fun
and you'll have a magical time.
crossover.
You fuck.
no, but because the thing I'm thinking about, I'm like, this definitely is going to be like a 1-minute scene in the movie where all of the characters like pop in, like you
I mean,
see the other dimensions of the
Maybe
other Spider-Mans.
I honestly think it's too soon to tell. Like we just don't know anything about this movie yet. We're basing this literally all we know about it is this casting. Like there's been no story
We've
details.
also been told that
announced at
Electro
all.
will not be blue.
Which is
So it's a
we're running
different-
into problems there. But you
different
know,
Electro.
they could write around that pretty easily. That sounds more of just like a Jamie Foxx being like, just don't fucking make me blue. Like I'll do it, but like.
Well, I
don't
wonder
make
if they're
me
gonna
blue.
put him in like a classic year Electro green and yellow costume. Not that
No, he
matters
said
too
he's
much.
still gonna look badass.
Or I was gonna say, what if it like transports it back to like pre-Electro Max, and he's just like
He stops him from turning into Electro. This is the movie where they save Gwen Stacy, guys.
We just fixed Andrew Garfield's timeline. Do you think that that's the whole thing? Where that's such a big apology for the Amazing
Let's just
Spider-Man
make
movies?
sure he lives happily ever after. Let's bring Uncle Ben back. Martin Sheen. Bring him back to life.
Ladies and
not
gentlemen,
my
Mr.
Uncle
Martin
Ben.
Sheen. So
No, our Uncle Ben is dead.
I think. Sorry, Mike, you're not gonna like this, but Jack, I want to get nerdy with you for 1 second.
Yeah.
What do you think all this multiverse stuff? What do you think we're building up to? I think Secret Wars.
You think
is
it's
the
Secret Wars?
ultimate
I mean,
goal
I
here.
do too. We really don't know. If we're doing this and then Multiverse of Madness, and we have to wait to see what WandaVision will give us. I mean,
But
we
it seems
don't-
like that's a big part of whatever's going on.
of whatever's
with this
going on.
multiverse
But I
stuff.
mean, frankly, we have none of the pieces of the puzzle, nor will
Yeah.
we until apparently WandaVision pops out.
Or this
Because
Ant-Man and the
Eternals
Wasp
Black
movie.
Widows are all next year, and yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp with Kang is apparently going to be. I mean, that's a big villain. That's a big.
Kang's a
deal.
huge villain, but like that's dealing with time and like are these things connected?
I think Young
in some
Avengers.
way?
I mean, I think we've agreed Young Avengers is coming at some point
yeah,
in
I
the
mean,
near future.
I think it'd be weird at this point if it wasn't, with all like the stuff they've kind of
We have
laid
Kate
down.
Bishop cast. We have Cassie cast. We know
Yeah.
the twins are being born.
That's
we
the other
know-
show I was thinking of was the Hawkeye show.
Hawkeye, yep.
Yeah, which we'll see if it ever happens.
I hope it.
So
everyone
yeah,
likes
Far
those
From Home
characters.
did confirm multiverse theory, but like also that was a theory like that was I thought fake and brought about by Jake Gyllenhaal's fake nonsense character. in
I
that.
mean, his character was fake, but
right, but like
you know,
didn't he explain to them
his
what all that stuff
lie
was?
about the multiverse.
Yeah.
but I think Doctor Strange will be like, "Oh no, it's fucking real." Like he's Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange knows everything.
Yeah, at this point, like, how are we
He's-
gonna pretend that the multiverse isn't real when we have Doctor Strange?
Oh yeah,
and it's literally called the multiverse of Matt. Like,
well, I mean, we're not going to. I mean, it's clear like they're definitely doing multiverse stuff. We just don't
Yeah.
know why yet. Like what
I
the
heard that they were putting Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in the
well,
Doctor Strange
they
movie.
definitely will in that one at least
'Cause Sam
because
Raimi's
it's Sam
directing
Raimi.
it, yeah.
And also, Spider-Man 2 has a great line where they're trying to name Dr. Octopus, and he says, "What if we call him Dr. Octopus? That's stupid.
crap.
What if we
Science
call him
crap."
Doctor Strange? That's good, but it's taken." So I think we might even get an origin to that little line in Multiverse of Madness.
Which would be fantastic.
Because we know J.K. Simmons is all down to play J. Jonah Jameson for the rest of his natural life.
Why wouldn't you? Also, speaking of J. Jonah Jameson, that trailer for Invincible show was really good. And J.K. Simmons plays Omni-Man in it, and I'm really into it. Okay, so the main point of all of this, what we need to take away from it is Paul Giamatti needs to get on this ship. If they are bringing in the Amazing Spider-Man timeline, we're bringing back villains, and Dane DeHaan
And we need
gets
BJ
brought
Novak.
back.
I want my BJ Novak, Alistair Smythe, Super
Stop
Spider Slayer.
hijacking my Paul Giamatti moment. I need this.
No, yeah.
I need Paul Giamatti in this movie as the Rhino. I need the same stupid fucking.
What if we get Michael Chiklis as the Rhino instead?
No.
In another world, that would
Rhino
also
can only
good.
be Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, I
But-
mean,
but also-
he's so synonymous. He's the Robert Downey Jr.
What if
of
they
that
cast
character.
Vince Vaughn by mistake?
Yep.
What if they cast Fred Claus instead of Santa? What will we do?
Yeah, well, it's like, oh, why all the other villains except for him? Like, are you trying to pretend that he didn't exist? Because he was the embarrassing part of that movie? Like, you're gonna bring back the other two schmuck villains, but like, and that's the other thing. I was like, oh, let's bring back Eddie Brock Venom.
We bring back Chris Cooper's severed head as Norman Osborn.
Yeah, it's like you're
Come
gonna.
on, the lizard guys.
I guess that was kind of alluded to, that we'd get like robot body President Nixon from Futurama, fucking
Other Green Goblin.
yeah. Which why? That wasn't a good idea that they had, but yeah, I'm down to see whatever like nonsense was left
What
over.
if we do get John Malkovich as the Vulture? Like as the Raimi Vulture. I'd
Because
like
he was
that.
supposed to be in
'Cause
Spider-Man
he and
4.
Anne Hathaway were supposed to be the bad guys in Spider-Man 4.
Right? Yeah.
And Bruce Campbell was going to be Mysterio.
And that's how he was able to be all of those different
All those
people
different people
in the movie.
He's an actor.
So, do we think the Sinister Six is going to be a thing? Also, do you think we're gonna get a Sinister Six pulled from like different timelines?
If they bring back Melina's Doc Ock, I will be
oh yeah, well,
a very happy boy.
That is what I would. That's what I'm imagining here. Is that like Melina's Doc Ock? Well, no, I guess that doesn't work with what happened in that movie.
But at the same time, Electro is supposed to be dead, and yet he's in this.
Did he die? I thought he was alive at the end.
No, they like electrocuted him to death.
Yeah.
No.
Which I don't.
He was like ripped apart.
But he's electricity. So
I guess Goblin lived. That was it.
Well, yeah, he was
we
in the
knew
prison
he-
at the
yeah.
end.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, that's one thing I
whatever.
want to know is that like with this, I don't know, like, because I'm wondering, I'm like, are they gonna stop the like? That's the thing. I don't know if this is gonna be like the plot of the movie or if this is just gonna be like a cute winky naughty thing that's gonna happen like in a minute.
I really hope it's the plot of the movie. Like, I just think like now, like I am even starting to feel superhero fatigue to a bit of an extent, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this is the thing that will pull me back in. Like this stuff will get me excited to see it again, because like it means that like literally everything is on the table, which I know it always has been, but I'm like, I love this commitment from like mainstream Hollywood to just stupid comic book bullshit like this. Like it makes me very happy. To
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, but there is a part of me that also feels where it's like, so these old movies that like existed in their vacuum and they were great. Like why can't we like they can't just like be their own movies now? Like they have to be part
They
of like
still
the
are.
Lord.
They still are. They're their own thing. You don't have to acknowledge this. Those movies still exist. No one can ever take them away from you.
No, it's not they still exist, but it's like now it's like, oh, now they're like they're like part of like this history that like this new movie's setting up or whatever. Like,
I mean, in the sense that, like, I don't know, that there's, like, a metaphysical boundary between, like, imaginary stories and real life. Like, it's all nonsense. It's all fucking make-believe.
What if they meet Stan Lee in this movie?
Sad. Guys, pour one out for lost homies. All right. Anyway, I think we talked enough about
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Why don't we talk about what we're doing next week? Because
Yeah,
on top
we
of our
got,
coverage for the Night Stream Film Festival, which we're in the midst of now, I've been enjoying it a lot so
Yeah.
far.
Had some good entries.
Yeah, one stinker so far, but
Yeah,
can't
but
avoid
There'll
that.
probably be many
One out
more.
of 3. Yeah.
We got 10 movies we're covering for that, so it's going to be probably a pretty long bonus episode next week.
Yep.
Be sure to stick around for that. And also, if you're a patron, I'll remind you, stick around and check your Patreon feeds after the show. We'll be posting a link to the live stream of the Patreon TV show, which we will be talking about.
Which we have a title for now. We know what we're calling it. It's called TV Boys. And the reason I came up with this name because Lewis turned his TV on, and that's the name of his TV. It's TV Boy.
It's
so I'm
TV
like,
Boy.
what if that's the name of the show?
And fun fact, the computer that I do all of this on is Computer Boy. So there you go.
if
I
ever
have
we do a
no
tech,
creativity with these names.
if ever we do like a tech, like industry,
show, yeah.
Microsoft, whatever based
Computer
show.
Boys.
Yeah.
Your firstborn son will be Baby Boy.
So yeah, we're doing our episode on the child abuse episode of Full House because it's Halloween and
Well, it's not
time
our
for
first episode. We've done episodes of the show before,
But
but
I
under,
say first episode.
no, yeah,
Oh,
but
anyway.
under this new name, it'll be the first
Right.
under this
Chimp
new name.
Simp.
Yeah. Oh God, they were.
Anyway, but we are also doing a normal episode. So what are the movies on the list?
So number 1, we've got Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Number 2 is Lewis' favorite, Evil Dead 2.
Dead by Dawn.
Yeah, we never did an episode on Evil Dead. Me and Lewis watched it at a Netflix party over quarantine
We
with
did
some of you.
Yeah.
Brandon and
Watched Evil
you
Dead
were in
1,
too.
yeah.
Yeah. 3 is Cujo. Number 4 is John Carpenter's The Fog. Number 5
Never
is Event Horizon, and number 6 is Wish Upon. And I'm really hoping that it is known now that Wish Upon is the new So Bad It's Good horror movie. Blood Buddies did an episode on it recently.
Yeah.
I really hope that everybody comes around to realize this. So
Well, let's see if we get it. We're using the random number generator.
I
that we-
forgot my dice
1
at
through
home.
6, and the number is
3.
Cujo.
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 Cujo
All right.
and the Two Strings.
Another killer animal, guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll be back next week with that Cujo episode for you. Do you have any plugs, boys?
I am Jack on 35mm on Instagram, Jack Patterson on Letterboxd.
RMR Cyborg Mike on Twitter and Instagram, on Letterboxd Mike Pisacano, beforethecyborgs.com. And also, on this Twitch stream, me and Lewis play Rocket League every so often.
Yeah.
So
We
if
have a
you
good
have
enough time.
Rocket League, you should. It's free on any console, PC, PS4, Switch, anything. Just, you could play cross-platform, and we play a bunch. And we get some people watching, but if you have anything that can play video games,
You can
play
join us,
Rocket
yeah.
League with us.
We are having a grand old time over there playing Rocket League. And yeah, just make sure you're following twitch.tv/RMRoulette if you're watching this after the fact. If you're listening to this after the fact, we do these shows live every week. We love doing it. We love hanging out with the people in the chat. And we love, getting to use this whole new format. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at all this shit. Look at all the shit we got now. Look at there's animations and there's fucking bullshit all over the place. It's great.
boxes
You can
and-
see all of our social stuff is down there in the corner. You can find us on Twitter @RMRoulette and patreon.com/RMRoulette. You can subscribe to the show for $1. You support us. We love you. We also have 2 new patrons that we got to shout out that we haven't done yet. James Dean and Mark H. We haven't officially acknowledged you guys on the show. Welcome to Patreon. We fucking love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yep.
And you guys will be able to listen to all the fun bonus content because you guys are in the $5 tier, which is now called the Hot Little Daddies. That will be changing. I think that's what that one is.
I like Hot Little Daddies.
I like Hot Little
Beautiful Baby
Daddies,
Boys and
too.
Hot Little Daddies. That's a good
Yeah.
name.
All right,
That's
we'll
a
leave it
good
then.
naming conventions. But yeah, you'll get to listen to TV Boys over there.
Mark said, "So far, I don't regret it. So far." And then Jordan said, "You will. You're goddamn right. And you know when you will? Right after this when we're talking about some fun 80s child abuse." All right. You can find me on Twitter @LewisJOtero. You can find me on Instagram @RMRouletteLewis. Make sure you follow the show. Make sure you're watching live if you can. Check us out on YouTube. If you look up Random Movie Roulette, you'll find an archive of all of our episodes. You can also watch past broadcasts that we do on Twitch. And yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. We will be back with so much fucking content for you next week and so much fun stuff to report from Night's Stream. Thank you all for making this RMR 3 2.0 possible. That support has gone clearly a long way. 10 episodes of video, and we have a substantial upgrade. And that's largely in part thanks to your very active and very very just lovely support. So, guys, once more, see you later.